dearest. You've no idea what a delightful time I had while visiting you recently. So many new sights and sounds and smells, why it was wonderful. And you are burdened with a big responsibility, aren't you? Mind if I lend my graces to you still from time to time?
Come to me. It pleases me your gathering of the Olympians occurred. I must inform you, I had never once before detected quite so many of my offspring in a single space. At least not without violent intent. I appreciate that you included me, and that you have returned. Shall we continue then?
That's what you get.
Look, Zag, I don't entirely recall what happened at that feast you threw for all of us down there, but let me tell you, I am under the impression it went smashingly. It was amazing, man. Let's have another one sometime, all right?
Hope you enjoyed the feast with the Olympians, Charon. We didn't have much of a chance to chat, though it looked like you and Hermes were having a good time. We'll have to do it again sometime.
I wish to tell you once again I had a splendid time during our recent shared festivities, my kin. At last, I've finally seen your death-filled realm firsthand. I learned a great deal. And I look forward to learning more from our successful collaboration,
So, well, sisters, we have a reputation to uphold.
Have to say, I had a pretty decent time with everybody at our little visit recently. Met you, Uncle Hades, even Great Achilles. Still don't quite appreciate you tricking us, but I can get over it eventually. Anyway, you still could use assistance from me, right?
Blood and darkness. What say we go take care of business here just like we used to, Zag? Here come your father's forces.
They're both here.
You know this tune, hon? It's one of our old hits.
Gotta tell you, cuz, that was a real something of a feast back at your place. A little awkward having to pretend we just met, but hey, I'm an Olympian, means I can posture with the best of them. Good times, cuz. Glad it all worked out.
Isn't fear for the weak, my friend. Please make yourself at home here in this...
Care for a rematch?
Have you yet heard, monster? The Queen Persephone is back to rule the underworld in all her terrifying grace. Perhaps one of these days or nights she shall be present in the stands to witness your destruction at our hands.
Yeah, about that, she's my mother. So maybe watch your fool mouth with me, or else I might just put in a bad word.
Oh, you disgust me, demon, that you would even dare to say such things about the Queen. Prepare now to be vanquished in her name.
Oh.
Well.
I have to say, Mother, that was a clever plan. Convincing Father to finally let somebody have some fun around here.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for the best. There's just one thing that happened that I ought to tell you about, son. No secrets between us and all. This is quite difficult for me to say.
It's about Demeter, isn't it? You two were talking half the night. She wants you to come home with her, doesn't she? You'll always be her little one, something like that.
Indeed. Something like that. You're quite perceptive, have I ever told you, Zagreus? But yes, my mother, she was quite conflicted. Didn't know whether to smite me or to hold me. Maybe both. And yes, she asked that I come home. To my responsibilities.
So, you're leaving? No, Mother, you can't be leaving. You just got here.
Oh, it's not as bad as that. It's just... if we are to keep the peace down here, then I must spend some time up there. Every so often. But I shall always return in no time at all. I promised Hades, and I promise you.
Well then, when are you going to go?
Soon, Zagreus. Perhaps by the time you're back.
I don't suppose I can come with you, can I?
You know the surface isn't good for you. Besides, you're needed here. But if you really want to see it for yourself someday, who knows? Perhaps eventually we'll figure out a way.
I'm going to miss you, Mother.
I'm going to miss you too, son.
So, I'm quite confused, I must admit, my friend. The Queen Persephone, she is your mother then? How is it that she came to reside here?
Well, it all started when my father saw her on Olympus, and they fell madly in love. He swept her off her feet and brought her here. The Olympians, they got pretty worried when they saw she was gone. But now it's okay. Everything's out in the open.
But surely the Queen's mother on Olympus, the great goddess Demeter, surely she would quite like it if she saw her daughter still from time to time.
Oh, that. Thing is, Mother ate some pomegranate seeds when she was here. And we have rules about that stuff, you know. It means she cannot leave this place for very long at all. I'm sure Demeter will understand. And unfreeze everything when her daughter's around.
Ah, yes, pomegranate seeds, of course, of course. Though, there is one more subject I don't understand, which is how you fit into all of this. Were you not trying to escape from here?
Forget about me, Orpheus. This isn't about me, it's about Mother. What's important is she's here where she belongs.
I see. I understand. Well, thank you then for clearing all that up. It is a splendid tale, I must say, and every part of it makes sense to me at last.
Same goes for me, mate. Same goes for me. So now that the festivities are over with, it's back to work like this, the same as ever.
Do you have any idea what happens when you announce the underworld as a queen, boy? Damn it. Zagreus, I mean. You become inundated with well-wishes from every blasted shade that wants something.
You're responding to well wishes? Aw. Don't you think some of your subjects are sincerely happy for you?
The work, nevertheless, has to be done.
So, lad, tell me then, how went the family feast? Was everything all right?
Well, I confess I was perhaps a little nervous for practically the entire thing, but all in all, I had a good time, and I'm very, very glad it all turned out the way it did. How about yourself?
I quite enjoyed it too. Last time I was invited to a feast, I was still busy warring on the surface. That's how long it's been. I must say, your mother's quite good with words. Had everybody chatting, laughing.
She really pulled it off. But for all her confidence, I don't think she knew she had it in her. Because if she did, if she reached out to Olympus sooner, a lot of things could have been different.
Don't dwell on that. I spoke a bit with Nyx. Your mother had her reasons. No one gets to act on perfect information, right? All we have is what we think we know, and what our conscience tells us. Your mother got to where all this was possible, all thanks to you.
All thanks to me, sir. I had ample help along the way. For instance, I could not have done it without you. Would have been using an old chair leg as a weapon, I suppose.
And what a fearsome chair leg it would be. In any case, you heading out there soon? Olympus should be more than happy to assist in your security review, if that's what we're calling it now.
Yeah, I should go. I'll see you not too long from now.
And you in turn.
The infernal arms are sealed away for a reason, boy. Your curiosity exceeds your common sense. But heed my words. You stay away from those accursed things.
I'll be sure to say hello. The goddess Demeter.
My little sprout. Young Zagreus. My grandson. I can scarce believe it still. To think that Kore, or Persephone, my daughter, she had been with foster brother Hades all this time. A match I wouldn't have expected, or approved. That's why she left. How blasted hearts do what they want.
Tell you, Zagreus, that it was wonderful to meet with you at last. We were so pleased to learn Persephone was safe. And Nyx-wise, she's as stunning as they say. Shouldn't have lied to us about your parentage, but I know things get complicated here, and that what's done is done.
Hello, hello.
Hey, sir.
Prince said, my understanding is the Queen herself is back. Is that correct? Moreover, I have heard a truly fascinating rumor about her.
That I'm her son. It's true, sir. And she's back with us for now indeed. I think we're all still getting used to it, but it feels good having her in my life.
That's wonderful to hear. I'd always heard good things about that one. No wonder such a quality runs in the family. Got just the thing.
Thank you, mate. Hey, Boldy, what do you like to do in your spare time? Go chat.
Look how happy Boldy is. May you get out of here this time.
It was my privilege to have visited your father's house, and briefly had a chance to meet you, Zagreus. Nyx and your mother each are very shrewd. Perhaps you've taken after both of them. As for your new responsibilities, exposing weak points and defenses is my specialty.
Hello, Fury Sisters. Oh, sorry that you couldn't make the feast back at the house, Persephone. Though I don't really think it was your kind of scene. Although Ares was there, he's probably done some murders, right?
Murder? Murder. Murder!
Sometime, all right?
You know, nephew, I had a positively raucous time down there with your old father, and Persephone was she a sight. I never thought I'd see her again. So then we're one big happy family at last. But you've a job to do, and we upon Olympus will do our fair share.
All right then.
Well, look who's back.
It was a privilege to meet your relatives at last, child. Athena, Ares, and the rest. Confronted face to face, they were much more agreeable than I expected. A night we shall remember, was it not?
A memorable night it was indeed, Nyx. For most of us, at least. Dionysus, he won't remember any of it, I don't think. But it was really good to see everyone having a good time. Getting along as though they didn't hold a grudge. So then we're clear, I think.
Persephone told them everything they needed to hear. Sometimes that is the only way with family. Though the Olympians, they are prone to their misunderstandings, are they not? This state of kinship may not last eternally.
Well, let's enjoy it while it does, I guess.
A sound idea.
Please make yourselves at home. Still can't get over our gift from the Olympians. It's glorious.
A majestic gilded edifice of Mount Olympus, crafted with the utmost care from the true mountain stone, now shines forever brightly, even in the dim light of the House of Hades, as a parting gift from the Lord Master's kin.
The handiwork of Lord Hephaestus himself. Sounds like he's been rather busy. A little slice of Olympus. How's this place looking? I never stopped to think about why pomegranates grew here in the underworld. Mother's doing from before then. And all that stuff she told the Olympians about how they bind you to this place. It's all nonsense.
You know full well that the pomegranates in my realm hold a certain power beyond the tartness of their taste, boy. The Queen, she has a way with plants, you see. A bit of her own mother's gift, applied more sensibly.
You kept them growing all this time, flourishing even because of her.
They are very easy to maintain.
Spruce up my badge, please.
Are not easy to communicate, though you're learning from experience at least.
You know, my kin, I had misunderstood that Nyx was your mother. But Persephone, I never took her for the sort to have an interest in your realm. Alas, that we never had opportunity to discuss the subject here.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Finally. What's the matter there, Red Blood? Gone awful quiet. Did I hurt your feelings, huh?
Oh, it's only you again, stranger.
Thank you.
Looks like I got here just in time. Good, I'm not too late. Got here as quickly as I could. Think you can beat me?
Occasionally, yes. Thank the gods.
You still alive? You're reckless, but you're quick. Till next time.
There he goes.
Even though everything's out in the open now, and all my brothers, sisters, and whatnot are going to keep helping you fight your way out of there, I've still been keeping to myself of late. That way, nobody slows me down.
It is as the king said. You will not leave Elysium except through us.
To think your father and that sweet Persephone, they were together down there all along. I was so certain that your father's heart was gold. That's just the thing with love, dearest, that sometimes it surprises even me.
One status act coming right up.
The guardian of hell itself decides the time has come for a short break and snack.
Bye for now, boy. I'm leaving, Father. Try and stop me. One last bit of business to take care of, then.
If you are here, then, the Olympians must still be lending you their aid, just as before. I scarce believe the Queen's preposterous idea worked. That all it took to settle an old score was a blasted family feast.
Come on, Father, even you must have enjoyed that feast to some extent. We ought to do it more often. Good thing you trusted Mother's judgment on that one. So then, to the death once more?
Indeed. To the death as always, boy. Zagreus, ready yourself. Again, you have defeated me somehow. And yet... fought well.
What lurks in this surface river here? Got you. Another bass, huh?
Reflecting on his victory, Prince Zagreus observes how death can take hold in so many different ways, at times quite slowly, and at other times...
Oh no! Finally showed you, Father.
Thought I had you there.
Father, how are you doing without Mother around? Will she be all right on Olympus?
Clearly, she is more than capable of handling herself. And we here have been well accustomed to not having her about.
So everything's back to normal then? That sounds lovely.
Nothing is normal anymore. Besides, she shall return. Knowing that she shall return, is that not sufficient for you? Be patient, for once.
Glad you're handling it fine.
She has departed once again, your birth mother, the Queen. Although it was not as difficult to see her off this time, knowing she shall return.
It must be difficult for her, returning to Olympus. She had no love for it at all. I hope she'll be all right.
Do not despair. We have ways of watching over her. Not that I expect anything untoward to happen, but... well, with your family, one learns to take precautions, as you know.
I'll miss her.
So shall I. But it shall not be long, I think.
Freshly caught, just for you, Chef.
was good having an opportunity to back you up out there.
Greetings to you from the forest. Callisto and the woodland nymphs say hi.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
Heard you had a real bash down in your daddy's house, Red Blood. So sorry I couldn't make it. Next time, though, all right?
Next time, definitely, Electo. We missed you for sure and wished you could have made it.
I'm sure you did. But you know, work comes first. So let's get busy.
I got you. I got the feeling you could use some backup here.
Zag, I cannot believe your mom's Persephone. That's something else, I gotta tell you, man. I never took her for the sort to be all into underworld stuff.
What I attempted to tell you, Nyx, is I am grateful for our long-standing collaboration here. My rule was thrust upon you and your kin. By all rights, you ought to have undermined my every move. I often thought you would. Yet once Olympus and I severed ties, you stood by me still.
I am the night itself, as you well know, Hades. As I declared to you when first we met, I shall stand by your side so long as you remain the fate-appointed ruler of this realm.
I shall require no additional reminders. Know in turn that I shall always oversee this realm to the full extent of my ability.
You have my gratitude.
The honor is mine.
It's Lady Demeter.
By the way, we had entirely a lovely time within your father's house, grandson. And to see Kore once again, it warmed my heart. I'm beyond grateful that your mother's safe, and that you've an important job to do. Here, I shall help.
Zagreus, you have a clever mother in Persephone. A very clever mother. And a lordly father. They make quite the team, that's evident. True rivals for Hera and me.
Sorry. Think you can beat me, Charon? My card. What a deal, mate.
So how is crusty old Hades faring down there of late, nephew? Fewer worries there upon his brow? That underworld of yours all running smoothly and all that? We'll keep on pitching in from over here. Least we can do.
Just on a little break.
Hey, sir.
Just one thing I don't understand, Prince Zed, if you'll indulge me for a moment here. If everything is all right for you at the house, then why is it you're fighting to the surface still?
Oh, you know, wouldn't want Father to get too comfortable thinking this place is foolproof. It has a terrifyingly ominous reputation to uphold. There is no escape.
Sure, that makes sense. Well, from a certain point of view, escape over and over to prove it can't be done. I like that. Well, let's both of us keep at it then. I got you covered.
Cheers, mate. Looks like you and Sisyphus are doing just fine, Baldy. That's that.
Baldy has got you covered. You can do it.
back already. Tell me in brief, boy, our own upon Olympus, are they continuing to aid you as expected?
Still showing up and lending their support. I think some of them are a little disappointed I'm not planning to come join them, though I think they understand now that they owe the underworld a debt. We all have to do our part looking after the mortals, whether alive or dead.
Indeed. I half expected they would disappoint, abandon you to toil on your own. At least thus far, they've honored their commitment then.
They have.
Yes.
You raised him well, O Knight. You know that, I hope. Though I can't imagine even you could have expected this outcome. Thank you for making all this possible. For all of us.
You are to thank for this outcome as much as I, perhaps more so. For I have little choice but to serve this house. I was created in this realm, and it is everything to me. But you, your loyalty could not have been assumed.
Oh, I don't know. I felt I had no choice either except to serve this house. At least at first. But in training the prince, preparing him, I felt like I was living for something again. As strange as that may sound.
Nevertheless, given the circumstances of your life and servitude, you need not have given so much of yourself. The greatness of your mortal days followed you into death.
You are most kind, O Knight.
I have to shift away from here, though if you'd care to join me. Too bad I can't just shift you to the top, though this wasn't so bad.
Starting assignment now.
Ask Nyx about such things, do not ask me. She is the one born to this realm. I'm a foreigner. Moved here to take this job, can you believe it, boy?
This is our home.
I meant to tell you something, grandson. You needn't have deceived the rest of us. You could have sent word that my daughter was with you down there all along. Ah, but families are a complicated thing. Just swear that you'll be candid with us next time.
Your good mother Persephone, dread queen of the underworld. I certainly misjudged her when we had occasion to interact whilst she resided on Olympus. Perhaps I too should consider a life there in your realm.
It's fortunate your troubles with your mother were resolved. Persephone, I mean. To think I led all of my family to believe your mother was the goddess Nyx instead. It seems I was an unwitting accomplice to a bit of a deception there. But Nyx, I know she merely tried to help.
Ahoy there. How about a little bit of help as you keep on your journey, Prince? Most excellent.
Thank you, mate.
Your good mother Persephone, she's here all safe and sound. Thought you should know there, little ladies. Shame you can't be here with her too, but doubtless we'll someday meet again.
That Lerny.
You haven't greeted me as often lately, Hypnos. I wouldn't have noticed if it weren't half your job. If there's something you wish to say to me, why not just come right out?
Well, I see. The thing is, Megara, Miss Megara, mind if I call you that? As I was saying, I just thought maybe, you know, we had a thing, a real connection lately, since you keep on dying more and more, and I keep standing here, but then I always thought you were invincible.
I see. And so you're realizing now that your entire image of me came from your imagination. Is that it?
Well, it's just, I really thought with all my advice that you'd go back to killing Zagreus rather than the other way around. I just don't think things are working out the way I hoped, you know?
It almost sounds as though you've broken up with me, except... Well, are you sure that you'll be alright?
Oh yeah, look, I'm just glad it's one of you two. Sure beats having to greet shades nonstop. They never talk to me.
Alright then. You greet me next time here.
Will do.
Moaning and groaning.
Whatever you did to my blasted seat is of no consequence to me. From my vantage point, I can't even see it. A foolish prank and waste of valuable resources, nothing more.
It's more for everybody else than you, Father. Think of it as a tribute to Cerberus. Besides, you really should think about changing up the look of this place from time to time. Keep things fresh.
The limitless work keeps things fresh enough as it is. Though if making aimless changes in this house is how you choose to spend your limitless time, I'll have no part of it.
Works for me. Starting assignment now.